The AK-74M is a 5.45x39mm assault rifle. It is a full-scale produced modernised version of the AK-74 that offers more versatility compared to its predecessor. Apart from several minor improvements, such as a lightened bolt and a carry assembly to reduce the impulse of the gas piston and bolt carrier during firing, the rifle features a new glass-filled polyimide stock that retains the shape of the original AK-74 fixed laminated wood stock, but side folds to the left like the skeletized AK-74 buttstock, and also a dovetail side mount for installing various scopes. The AK-74M is a main service rifle of the Russian Federation. So like the previous weapon systems, the round we're using is the 5.45x39mm PBBS GS Ignaluk round, which has a damage power of 37, penetration power of 62, armor damage of 59, giving it a total score points of 15 for the ammunition score. So the modifications for the AK-74M we can get. So magazines, we can get multiple choice of magazines, that's a point there. We can get a under barrel grenade launcher, which is another point. Handguard, we've got a large selection of handguards, which is great, that's another point there. Putting a handguard on allows us to put attachments, which is another point. Moving to the front, we have muzzle brakes and suppressors, that's another point there. Moving up to the top rail, we have a selection of top rails, as you can see, which obviously gives us a choice of sights on top of the weapon system, so that is another 2 points. With them combined, we have stocks, buffer tubes allows us to put multiple different stocks on the weapon system, that's once again another point. And finally we have grips, which is fantastic, giving us another point. And unfortunately there's no burst mode type of fire on this weapon system, so there's no point there, giving this weapon system a maximum of 9 points. So the effective distance of this weapon system is 650 meters, which scores 8 points on the effective distance rating. So the standard ergonomics and recoil for this weapon is 49 for the ergonomics, which isn't too great at all. The vertical recoil is 84 and the horizontal recoil is 226. Giving this weapon system 15 points for the standard ergonomics and recoil, same as the AK-74 before it. So the modified ergonomics and recoil for this weapon system is 82.5 ergonomics, with a vertical recoil of 66 and a horizontal recoil of 178, scoring this weapon system a high point of 24 points overall. That puts it second place into the AK-101, which got 25 points for the modified ergonomics and recoil. This got 24 points overall, so it's doing really, really well modified, which is great. Next we're looking at the cost of this weapon system, so let's go on to find parts and let's see what it's currently sitting at. So the weapon system itself, just to buy the weapon out of the box, is 23,000 rubles, which gives us a maximum points of 10, because that is really cheap just to buy a weapon and get it straight in your hand to use the weapon system. But unfortunately the weapon system is quite expensive. It's not too bad really, 600,000 rubles, but like again, in each one the money does fluctuate on these prices here, but we're sitting around 6 points here for the cost of the weapon system modified, which is kind of middle of the table, which most weapon systems have got really. So 16 points overall for the cost of the weapon system. Alright, kind of a cool looking weapon system with that front handguard there, it's quite interesting. So let's try the weapon system out on the range here. So first and foremost we'll go for see how quick the weapon is up to the shoulder. It's quite slow, you know, it's not, even though Ergonomics is about 82, it doesn't feel like majorly quick. Compared to the AK-74, felt a lot quicker, which is kind of strange. So I might hold back on those points actually, the 2 points for the up to the shoulder. It is quick, I'm not lying, it's not slow. That's quite quick actually, it feels quicker. Let's try it from this way. Do you know what, I'm going to give that a point there, it is quick. Okay, so first and foremost we're going to test out the weapon system on the single fire with 6 rounds grouping. So let's go for that now, the center of mass. Well, not center of mass, we'll go for the roundabout head. Right, that's pretty good. That is a pretty good grouping. A little bit of sway down there in the center of mass. That is 100% a point there. So that's another point there. So we'll do points for snapping up to the shoulder. That's quite quick. So it's 2 points for that. Also 2 points for the 6-round grouping. Let's now try it in the full automatic. And we're going to do a burst without controlling the rounds. And then we'll do it again whilst controlling, like we always do in the last 7 episodes. Let's go through it now. Right, it's quite jumpy. Let's go center mass now and try and control the shots, try and get a good grouping. What we got? Let's do a quick mag reload here and we'll go again. Let's put center mass again of the target. Right, that is pretty good, you know. Actually, the recoil on that is not bad at all. The vertical recoil is quite easy to control. It's obviously not the best grouping, in all honesty, so I'm not even going to get... Compared to the AK-74, the grouping was a lot better. Let's try it on a different target, just so a bit more accuracy here. Okay, so we'll go for center mass again, controlling this. Okay, that's a pretty good grouping for full auto. Let's try it again here. It's extremely jumpy though, isn't it? Horizontal, it stays in this line here, which is great. It's quite jumpy. It's definitely, I'm definitely give it 8 points. The grouping's good for the full auto. The horizontal's good for the full auto. I'm just not sure about the vertical. It's quite hard, difficult to control in all honesty. I'm gonna give this a range test of 8 points here because I feel like, I don't know, it feels just a tiny bit jumpy for me. Like trying to bring it. I've got to really work hard to keep those rounds down from going so high. That full auto. So we'll give it 8 points on the range. Right, I'm happy with the range test, giving it a nice solid 8 points, which is really good for weapon system. So we're going to now move on to the raid once again, get the operator opinion and see how well we do. Right, that is us in the raid. Weapon looks quite nice. You can see here. Unfortunately, we didn't get a laser on it. I couldn't find a rail that fits on the handguard, so we're going without a laser for this one. So it'll be quite interesting to see how this acts without aiming down the sights. But we'll give it a best shot. We'll try and keep it as fair as possible. And I suppose we'll just try and get some more shots on target and even targets, whatever. But let's try and find some scavs and go from there. Oh, here's our first contact here. Boom. Well, that's quite nice, actually. Set the weapons 100 meters, that might help in those circumstances also. Let's stay over here by Black and White Night. Seems quite a busy area normally. Especially in the last few episodes. We got some movement now. Great shot. Not bad. It's a little bit jumpy a little bit. Hitting targets. It's quick. It's smooth. Okay, we got a target out here somewhere. Yeah, behind these boxes so we can get a hit. Oh, here he is. Got a little fucker out here somewhere. Okay, multiple guys out here again. I'm not a fan of the EUTech. Sorry, I'm starting to hate the bloody EUTech thing, but I've got to keep it now. Look at that. Look how terrible I am at this game sometimes. There we go. Someone comes to the left. Let's get forward to one. We can unload some hell on this guy. This guy on that should be hitting at that target, that range, but it's apparently not. Oh, this is doming off his head. Let's try again, shall we? Oh, I got him that time, a little bit lower. Straight to the eyes. It's not too bad. Oh, where's this guy? Oh, guy to the right. Always do this. Oh, he's down. Here he is. Ooh, it's quite tasty inside. Still quite jumpy though. I don't like that how jumpy it is. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm definitely thinking we're well above 6 for points now in my head right now. I'm thinking. Alright, let's go around here and do some single fire shots. One thing is quite slow up to the shoulder though. The AK-74 is a lot quicker than this. Does make a difference. I can hear someone over here. There he is. Look. This guy there. How have I missed that? How have I missed that? Look. Strange. I'm thinking 6. Nothing's jumping out at me like, oh, this is nice right now. Well, it's so jumpy. I feel like some of the weapons are not being as jumpy as this. Let's go through here. We do have the BT ammunition, because obviously we can't get hold of that PBRS, which we have scored on that though. What can... I don't know, you know, there's nothing remarkable about it at all, is there? Look at this. There we go. I guess in some sense it is, obviously, some people might will better these weapon systems, you know, be better at shooting, which can determine the different scoring factors and how they like the weapons. But in comparison to the other weapons I've used, especially AK-74 before this, or AK-74, yeah, that got a solid 8 points. I'm feeling this has got to be at least a minimum 6, I think. I don't think it'd be any lower than that, that would just be silly. Okay. Love that. That was interesting. Is he dead? Yeah, okay. Like, even at 100 meters, it's just a bit... I don't know, it's a bit bizarre. I guess when you get zeroed in with a rifle, then you'd be a lot more confident in where to aim off. But I'm not rating this at all, if I'm honest with you. I think I might even give this like a 6. Now we're gonna go with a 7. It's just gonna sit quite high up actually still. No. I don't rate this at all in comparison to other weapons. I'm looking at other weapon systems and my other sheets are right, what I've actually compared and how I felt with other ones, like my points are putting down. I'm gonna give this a 6. Like, for what it's worth, for how much it is, the ergonomic stats, it just should be pumping out more. Like, I don't know, maybe I should probably shoot a bit more of this weapon system. But right now, from this little raid here, I'll give it a 6. Oh, there's someone coming. So we can not drop this guy. See, like that. Yeah, got me right in that bush. Yeah, we're giving that weapon system a 6. Happy with that. So for the operator opinion, I've got 6 points for this weapon system. So the total points of this weapon now is 101 points out of 150, putting this weapon system 3rd place on the leaderboard, taking over from the AK-102, which is quite interesting. Now slotting in 4th place there, unfortunately, so that's quite good. This weapon system has got myself on the podium in my top 3, which is interesting. So next episode, we look forward to see the AK-74M, which is a very similar weapon system to this, but we'll see how that fares against this guy in the next episode.